Tottenham 1, Manchester United 0 na Manu wamechapwa. Manu wamechapwa. The best comment today ilikuwa, bro, umeona bench ya Manu inakaa kama ingredients. Hey! Wase leo live walikuwa top form. Shout out to everyone who was on the live. 10,000 people watching live on TikTok. Our first live since coming back from TikTok award show in Joburg. So yeah, we're getting fans. So yeah, Tottenham have gotten the win over United. Iyo game ilikuwa crazy. It was just back and forth. I feel like I really enjoyed it. Tottenham were happy to have players coming back. Akina Vicario wamerudi after sijui many months out. Maddison was also back after 3 weeks out. Udogie was back on the bench. Was Udogie back, by the way? Yeah, I think he was back. Udogie was back. I'm trying to think of who else was back. Who was back? Bentancur. Yeah, so they had players back, so which was good for them. Odobe is the last one I was thinking of. So they were very lucky to have players back, very happy to have players back. Coach anajua say at least neza make change na siingishi tu mtoi. Achigre finally got his rest because he's been playing every game because they literally had no one. Whereas for United had, out of all the subs, only Victor Lindelof had played in the Premier League. Chido, I took a photo of this graphic that they put up. Eli Harrison, 18 years old, 0 appearances. Aiden Heaven, who they just got from Arsenal, 18 years old, 0 appearances. Harry Ama, 17-year-old, 0 appearances. Sekou Kone, 19-year-old, 0 appearances. This is the Premier League. Taylor Fredrickson, 19-year-old, 0 appearances. Chido Obi, 17-year-old, 0 appearances. But he came on finally for Casemiro. Jack Fletcher, 17-year-old, 0 appearances. Jack Morehouse, 19-year-old, 0 appearances. So injuries is a big deal in this Premier League, especially hamstring injuries. So many people are succumbing to these hamstring injuries. Ugarte was ruled out before the game or got injured in training. Maino was a doubt injured in training as well. Obviously, the sad news was that Amad Diallo is possibly missing out the entire season, which is so sad to see because just as a fan, the guy is just a baller. There's some guys who are just ballers, and regardless of who you support, like, especially if you love football, kuna vile tu Amada na kusongesha tu na amka tu. So for him to miss the whole season, it's not only a big blow just to... for me, he was one of my 5 people that I'd have said many times this season that I can't stop watching, alongside other people. That list, I've said it many times. I'm sure utaipata kwa video pahali. But it's an even bigger blow juu alikuwa a creative outlet yao, alikuwa goal scorer wao, alikuwa, yani he was the confidence, he was everything. So for them to lose out on him for the rest of the season is insane. But I feel like they did well. Man United created chances. They had so many shots on target for a team that literally had no subs. They had 6 shots on target, 16 shots total, and 14 inside the box, which means that they're getting into the box. Shida yao kubwa sana. One of the biggest problems ilikuwa hawafiki kwa box, hawakuwa na shoot kutoka ndani ya box. There were games, well, the last few games under Ten Hag, these guys would not get touches in the box, and that was such a worrying sign. So for them to even make the first sub in the 90th minute, there's nothing he can do. What can the coach do, honestly? There's nothing that Amorim would have done today. In fact, I feel like if they got an equalizer, United would have deserved it. 100% would have deserved it because they played so well, despite what they had to deal with. Casemiro is too slow in that midfield. Ball inafika kwa mguu yake, it reaches his feet like this, it's not coming out. Like, he's not even scanning where the danger is coming from. There was a moment where the ball was passed to him, and literally, this is the one moment where in that position, any defensive midfielder from a top 12 team, let me say top 12, even, I don't want to say top 10, but even top 12, before the ball comes to you, you've scanned, you know where the danger is coming from. The striker cannot just come and then come from behind over your shoulder, doesn't even change direction, just comes and gets the ball before you even get the ball. That cannot happen for a starting defensive midfielder of Manchester United. It can't. There's some things you can accept, like sometimes there's a mispass, sometimes there's but scanning, that should be natural. That's something you should do. I get it. It's not his natural skill set, but just as a footballer, kuna vitu zingine hawezi funza footballer, professional footballer kufanya. Hawezi fundisha kwa na fast touch. Kama iko. Na kama iko, you can make it to the top, at the top level. There's some people who do, but I don't know how. But yeah, Casemiro was a bit too slow for me today. But there's nothing the coach could have done. You can't take him off early. He was taken off in the 90th minute, but what can you do? There's no one, literally no one on the bench to bring on. So yeah, despite the circumstances, I was quite impressed by United today. First time watching Dogu as well. Dogu, he's a big guy. Umseni so. Alafu akona ka left. Unajua left footers. As left footers kuna ka touch flani wa iko. Msaiguza tu ball unafurahi unasikia tu na feel kucheza ball even though na feel like shika ball. He was really tracking back well. Onana was really really good. His shot stopping was it was there. Kuna apart from the goal which I guess hakuna place ingine angepunch. Hiyo shot ilikam na fujo sana. Then Madison scored the rebound. But other than that, he was quite solid. Very good hands. Very good save by Vicario as well, I think, to deny Garnacho. But Garnacho had an amazing miss in the first half. Maze hiyo ungefunga mazungu, hii game complexion ingechange kabisa. Juu nika Tottenham hawako anataka kufunga bao ya pili. Bado wako na ile ya there's still that thing of we might lose this game, which I feel like is still in them a lot. But all in all, United mmejaribu. Tottenham first win I think in 6 attempts at home. And two on the bounce, 2 wins on the bounce. So now they move up to 30 points, to 12th on the table. United are now 15th, 2 points above West Ham in 16th place. This is how the league is looking. Relegation battle, hii ilikuwa relegation, ilikuwa battle of the mids, but imeisha. So wacha tuone vile itaendelea. Uzuri sasa kila mtu kwa hii, actually both of them are chasing mpaka next week juu hii wiki ni Champions League na Europa League, zile ma knockout, and both of them qualified automatically. So wako sawa. And yeah, more analysis coming tomorrow. Fantasy Football Weekly podcast. We normally shoot on Mondays, drops on Tuesday. Watch out for us.